You think you know fear? Try chilling at 30,000 feet in the air. Up here, it's basically a vacuum of death. You stick your head out, bam, instant blood fountain. You're dead before you even know it. So, what if some genius decided to build a prison up here? You think anyone's breaking out of that? Yeah, right. Well, this little bald psycho, Cyrus, he's got a plan. And trust me, this guy ain't your average choir boy. He's only 39, but he looks like he's seen some things. Spent 26 years rotting in a cell. While inside, this maniac punched the ticket for 11 people. And oh yeah, he sparked a massive prison riot just for fun. His buddy Baby-O, also not exactly a saint. This dude has hit every gun store in the US of A. Seriously, look at the skills on this guy. As soon as they board the plane, they get thrown into the cage. Guards are watching them 24/7 like hawks. But our boy Cyrus, he starts messing with his wrist immediately. Give him a few minutes and boom! He pulls a needle out of his own skin. He jams that needle straight into the handcuffs. Click! Those cuffs pop open like cheap toys. Meanwhile, Baby-O is getting ready to start the party on the other side. He shoves his fingers into his mouth like he's fishing for gold. And wait for it, he pulls out a string. This thing is like a meter long. Where was he keeping that? Turns out, he's smuggling matches and gasoline. Classic, he splashes the gas all over the prisoner next to him. Lights a match and whoosh, tosses it. The poor scrub next to him starts screaming like a banshee. The guard rushes over and unlocks Baby-O's leg irons first. Probably worried the fire is gonna roast him too. While the plane is turning into a barbecue, Baby-O swipes the guard's keys in the chaos. Yoink! He pops the cage door open wide. Cyrus and the other heavy hitters spill out like angry hornets. Guard Bishop tries to spray them with bullets, but she gets grabbed by the neck. This thug chokes her out. He literally jams the handcuffs into her throat. Ouch! The guards are getting wrecked by these cons. Wham! One guard takes a nasty shot to the back of the head. Cyrus is officially loose and loving it. He drops Bishop and her partner without breaking a sweat. Next up, Cyrus aims his gun straight at the pilot. They start wrestling for control. But wait, Cyrus has a secret weapon, a hidden gun. Bang, bang! The pilot is toast. Cyrus just iced the driver. Cyrus strolls into the cockpit, like he owns the place. Look at me, I'm the captain now. You listen to me, or you're going out the window. Don't make me kill you, dog. The co-pilot has no choice but to radio the base. Everything is fine up here, over. Don't worry about us. Little do they know, the inmates are running the asylum. Cyrus is grinning like a kid in a candy store. He unlocks everyone's cuffs. Party time! The convicts are losing their minds with joy. But there's one long-haired dude who isn't celebrating. That's Cameron Poe. Used to be a ranger, a war hero. But he accidentally killed a guy protecting his wife. Judge gave him 8 years in the slammer. Tough break. But Poe didn't rot away like the other dirtbags. He didn't waste his time staring at the wall. He stayed clean, worked out, and kept his nose down. Just trying to get that early release. All he wants is to see his wife and kid. He learned Spanish, did origami, whatever kept him sane. He's been dreaming of the day he meets his little girl. Today was supposed to be that day. Freedom Day. Finally heading home to his family. He begged the warden to let him on this flight. Warden said yes, but fate just slapped him in the face with a hijack. Suddenly, a curly-haired psycho charges out with a gun. He grabs Baby-O as a human shield. Curly claims he's an undercover cop. Plot twist? Poe hears cop and steps in. Whoa, chill out, brother. Don't do anything stupid. Just take a breath and think about this. It's just you against the world right now. You pull that trigger, you're dead meat. But Curly is too hyped up on adrenaline. He ain't listening to reason. Cyrus reacts faster than a cobra. Bam! One shot. Curly drops. I told you to be cool, man. Should have listened to the long hair. But no, you had to be a hero. After that little drama, Cyrus thinks Poe might be useful. He walks over to recruit him. He lays out the master plan to Poe. When we hit the transfer station, we dress up as guards. Easy peasy. We fake the handoff. The original plan was simple. Drop off 6 prisoners at Carson City. Pick up 10 fresh ones. Included in the new batch is a cartel lord's son. See, Cyrus had this cooked up way back. He made a deal with the cartel before he even got on the plane. Break out the kid and get 20% of the drug empire. With that kind of cash, Cyrus can disappear to a tropical island forever. But slight hiccup in the plan. The 6 guys who were supposed to get off, well, some of them are kinda dead now, so they need new volunteers. Cyrus scans the plane for fresh bodies to dump. Poe was about to raise his hand, but he hesitates. He pulls back. Why? Because his buddy Baby-O is still stuck on board. He can't leave his bro behind. Baby-O is black, and the plan needs white guys to pose as guards. Cyrus is picky like that, so Poe is stuck. He has to reject Cyrus's offer to get off the plane. The plane is approaching the stopover. Cyrus makes a command decision. He forces the dead guards into prisoner uniforms, tapes their mouths shut. puts hoods over their heads, making the guards look like the prisoners they need to swap. And wouldn't you know it, luck is on his side. A massive sandstorm hits the airport. Visibility is zero. The sand hides the faces perfectly. The transfer goes down without a hitch. They dump the prisoners, actually the guards, off the plane and pick up Sindino, the cartel kid. But hold up, there's a surprise guest. Among the 10 new guys, there's a legend. His name alone makes these hardened killers wet their pants. Pure terror in human form. They bring him in a special cage, masked up like Hannibal Lecter. It's Garland Green. This guy has 37 kills to his name, and he's just getting started. As soon as he's on board, they cut him loose. Someone carefully takes off his mask. Green looks around and smiles. Creepy. He spots the fake guards immediately. Meanwhile, on the ground, the cops realize something's wrong. Holy crap! The 6 prisoners they just unloaded? They're dead guards. The cops scramble to chase the plane, but it's too late. It's wheels up. The military tracks the plane's transponder. They send attack helicopters to blow it out of the sky. But Cyrus is 2 steps ahead. During the swap, he planted the transponder on another plane, a sightseeing tour plane. Poe, being the good guy, tries to help. He finds a recorder on the plane, tries to send a signal to the cops, but the cops are too dense to pick it up. Mission failed, so he sits tight, waiting for his moment. Can we talk about Poe's look for a second? That mullet, that tank top, iconic. Only he can pull off the Trailer Park Jesus vibe. Do you accept this fashion statement? Yes, you do. He's listening to every word Cyrus says, planning his next move. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. Landing gear is stuck. They can't gain speed. Cyrus sends Poe and another guy down to check it out. They crawl into the belly of the beast. And guess what they find? A body. It's Pinball. Idiot got caught in the gear trying to get back on. Crushed like a soda can. Poe sees an opportunity. A 1 in a million shot. He writes a message on Pinball's shirt, tells the cops where they're really going, and kicks the body out of the plane. See you later, alligator. The body falls thousands of feet, splat, right onto a car windshield. The cops finally get the message. They realize they've been chasing the wrong plane. Marshal Larkin gets on the radio, screaming at the attack helicopters to turn around. Go to the body. Follow the dead guy. But the helicopter pilot is an arrogant jerk. He doesn't believe Larkin. Larkin is about to explode with rage. Finally, the chopper catches the other plane and sees it's full of tourists. Larkin was right. Duh! Without the choppers, Larkin is on his own. He's got to chase this plane himself, but his car is a piece of junk. It drives like a lawnmower. He looks to his left. Oh, hello gorgeous. A brand new Ferrari. It belongs to his boss. Sorry, Chief. Borrowing this for official business. Vroom! He peels out. He's tearing up the highway. Faster than a speeding bullet. Back in the air, the cons are getting close to the airfield, but something is wrong. No one is answering from the tower. Without guidance, they're flying blind. They almost clip another plane midair. Crash! They slam into the runway. The plane skids into a dirt mound, finally stops. Everyone is shaken but alive. The cons stumble out. The airfield is a ghost town. No one is there. Sindino says, "Relax, my guys are coming." Just wait a minute. But Cyrus smells a rat. He orders the men to dig the plane out. We gotta be ready to fly. Meanwhile, Baby O is in bad shape. He's diabetic and needs insulin ASAP. His stash got stomped on during the riot. He's fading fast. Poe knows he's running out of time. He has to go find a syringe. He sneaks off the plane to search the cargo. But while he's digging around, smack, someone jumps him. It's the cartel goons. They're finally here. But they only want Sindino. A sheriff suddenly pops up and gets blasted. Chaos erupts. Gunfire everywhere. Bang, bang. Poe takes out a thug with a solid punch. Pow, right in the kisser. The cartel guys are dropping like flies. It's a total war zone. Poe is fighting for his life. Another bad guy goes down. He's a one-man army. Sindino sees his chance. He betrays Cyrus. He tries to leave on his private jet alone, leaving everyone else to rot. Cyrus is furious. You snake? The private jet starts taxiing. Sindino waves goodbye, but Larkin arrives in the Ferrari. He sees the jet trying to take off. The jet blast knocks him over. He knows he has to stop that plane, but he can't exactly grab it. He spots a crane nearby. Light bulb moment. As the jet speeds down the runway, clang! Larkin drops the crane arm. The jet clips the crane. It spins out of control, straight into a gas station. Kaboom! Cyrus and the gang catch up. Sindino crawls out of the burning wreckage. He knows he screwed up. He begs Cyrus for mercy. Please, I can explain. Cyrus looks at him dead in the eye. Explanation denied. He lights a cigarette, takes a puff, and flicks it into the leaking fuel. Whoosh! Cindino's extra crispy. Justice served, villain style. But the cops are closing in. The National Guard is here, Cyrus yells. Back to the plane. They scramble back on board. They try to take off again, but the plane is stuck on a barrier. The cons grab their machine guns and unleash hell on the concrete pillar. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. They shred the concrete. The plane breaks free, but the tow cable is whipping around. It smashes into a building and hooks onto a convertible. A silver Corvette. The plane takes off, dragging the car. It's flying through the air like a kite. They fly over the control tower. The car slams into it. Smash! Finally, the cable snaps. The cons cheer, we made it. But Baby-O finds something in Poe's bag. It's a bunny rabbit toy and a letter from his daughter. Cyrus snatches the letter. He reads it. He realizes why the cops kept finding them. We have a rat on board. He looks around. Who is it? He grabs Bishop, the guard, puts a gun to her head. Poe steps up. It was me. But wait, Baby-O jumps in. No, it was me. He takes the blame for Poe. Cyrus doesn't care. He shoots Baby-O. Bang. Baby-O goes down. Poe snaps. He hears Cyrus make a joke about his daughter. That's the line. You don't cross that line. Poe goes full berserker mode. You are going down. He charges at them. He grabs a guy and throws him. Takes a bullet to the arm. Doesn't even flinch. He's a machine. He punches a guy into next week. Cyrus aims at him. But the plane bangs hard. They all go tumbling. Garland Green is just watching, eating popcorn. Oh, don't mind me. Just enjoying the show. Poe fights his way to the cockpit. Orders the pilot to land this bird. Put it down, now! Cyrus shoots the door lock off. He bursts in. Click, empty chamber. He's out of ammo. Bishop jumps him. Punch. That's for the handcuffs. The plane is now over Las Vegas, but one engine is toast. They aren't going to make the airport. They have to crash land on the strip. Brace for impact. Scrape, spark. The plane slams onto the main road. It tears through traffic. Cars are flying everywhere. It smashes through the Hard Rock Cafe guitar. Finally, it screeches to a halt at the Sands, right in the lobby. Cyrus grabs Poe. Gun to his head. Say goodbye, hero. But suddenly, a pile driver comes crashing down. Cyrus gets knocked back. Poe and Cyrus tumble out of the plane. The cops are swarming the place. They arrest the surviving cons. Baby-O gets loaded into an ambulance. He's gonna make it. But it ain't over yet. Cyrus crawls out of the rubble. He's like a cockroach. You can't kill him. He and a thug hijack a fire truck. Poe sees them escaping. Larkin sees them too. They both give chase. Poe hops on a police motorcycle. Larkin is back in the car. The chase is on through Vegas. Poe catches up to the fire truck. He leaps off the bike. Grabs onto the ladder. He climbs up like a ninja. The thug tries to shake him off. Poe fights him on the roof of the truck. He kicks the thug off. Splat, roadkill. Now it's just Poe and Cyrus. Mun. Cyrus is screaming. You ruined everything. Just moments before the truck explodes into a fireball, Poe dives off the ladder like a total action god. He sticks the landing. He looks up and sees his family waiting for him. After all the madness, Poe knows it was worth it. The family is finally reunited for a massive hug. And that is a wrap on Con Air. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.